All right, now we're going into Mage. Babbling Book coming back is literally gonna break people's souls. So for that, it's a 6 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 5. Really good card, Babbling Book. Do I need to mention Pavel versus Amnesiac to remind you how good this card is? Busted. 6 out of 5. Good card. Wolfram, what's going on, dude? The king will always be a 5 out of 5. Exactly. But Babbling Book is one step above that because it can polymorph that dinosaur like it ain't nothing. 7 out of 5. Exactly. 5 out of 7. Really. Actually, okay, 5 out of 7. As funny as the meme is. Wait, is it actually 7 out of 5? Is that the Reddit meme or whatever? I don't remember. Regardless, I don't think I have to tell you why this card is good. It's insanely good. Shooting Star with spell damage being pretty interesting now. With the Imprisoned Phoenix, this might turn out to be pretty good. Because I don't believe that Arcane Missiles is in the set anymore. Yeah, Arcane Missiles is not in the set, so that's just, removal you don't have anymore. So this might replace that if you need something that's cheap to remove, like, a lot of things. Because with Phoenix, this is 1 mana, kill 3 minions, potentially. Snap Freeze coming back for 1 mana. Okay, so this card used to be 2. That's really, whack. Really whack. So, I think this card might see more play. Because I think, let's see. Is, oh god, I can't remember its name. Ray of Frost. Is Ray of Frost staying in the meta? That was a twin spell card. So no, it's not staying in the meta. So that combo doesn't exist anymore. But this might see play because I think Nova is still in the deck. Yeah, it's not staying. Most things are rotating. Yeah, a lot less freeze cards. But there's gonna be freeze cards that are gonna be printed, right? There's gonna at least be 1, which means if it's good enough, it'll go into the deck. Oh, wait, Nova's rotating? Oh, okay, then that kind of... I mean, Cone of the Cold is 3 mana. I know that already, but regardless, I don't... Okay, that kind of makes me think of this card less. Blizzard is also gone. I remembered that. But yeah, Nova is gone. So thank you for correcting me, guys. Well, this is Sag. I'm going to give this a 2. I kind of have to now that Nova's gone. That's like one of the main cards. Unless they print more freeze, it's not going to be that good. But still, this is like a kill card. Never underestimate kill cards. Yeah, Frostbolt is also gone. I remembered that. I mean, a lot of direct damage is gone. If it's direct damage, assume that it's gone. Arcanologist coming back is going to be huge because it's Secret Mage. I'm never going to underestimate Secret Mage, so this card's good. It's all obviously insane and wild. This is something else that's pretty interesting about Mage. They're going in a hero power direction. Like, Coldarra Drake has come back. So maybe there's going to be an OTK available with Coldarra Drake. Like, really, really complex setup. Secret Mage is just always going to be crazy unless they decide to not make it crazy. But right now, it needs some attention. But maybe with this shakeup of new cards and a new meta, it might do something about it. But I'm really, really hoping that they will do something about it. Fallen Hero, though, this is going to be pretty interesting just because, turn 4, you can deal 2 damage and remove a minion with it. Maybe we'll see some pretty interesting spell damage OTKs, like I said earlier. But other than that, I don't think this card really has much other application. Yeah, Hero Power Mage might get support. That actually might be something like not necessarily like Odd Mage where your hero power changed, but it's kind of sad that Justicar didn't come back, so like this could really make a difference, but this could also technically go face, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about Hero Power Mage either. I'll give this a 2. It's probably not going to be that good. Arcane Intellect, thank God, is still in the game. Good card, going to be a 5 because it's going to see play in some kind of Mage deck. Cone of the Cold used to be 4, now being 3 mana. This is weird, I'm not gonna lie. This is very weird to see, but I like it. And now that Frost Nova's gone, they kind of needed to step up this card a little bit, so I agree with this. Also, this card should probably be censored for China, KEKW. Other than that, good card. It's probably gonna be a 3. Just gonna say it's a 3. This card might be insane, just because I can't think ahead to the future, but I think this is gonna be insane. But I'm gonna give it a 3 to be safe. Counterspell, oh my god, I can't wait till you're no longer in the game. It's a 5. We don't need to discuss why Counterspell's good. Ice Barrier. This card is probably, wait, this is rank 1. Rank 2 is Milk Chocolate Barrier. Ah, I get it. This card is probably still going to be okay. If it's Mage never has healing, so this is just going to be good because it fills a gap. No Doomsayer is huge. Yes, there is no Doomsayer. I remember that as well. Doomsayer was a card that a lot of decks just put 2 of because it was decent. It makes sense why they're getting rid of it. 4 to 4.5 barrier is so good. I mean, barrier is good if the meta demands that it's good. It's a classic case of it's decent or it's never good. It's never insanely good. But if Stall Mage, if Freeze Mage can survive, somehow it'll be decent. Also, it's important to point out the Frost thing, because maybe there's Frost mechanics. So, Mirror Entity. This is going to be interesting with the Arcane attachment to it as well. I don't know how good this is going to be, because it's also not good now. It's also really easy to play around it, but maybe Secret Mage. You never know. So, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a 2. I want to say this is a 1, honestly. I'm trying to stay away from 1, but I'm giving that a 1, honestly. Yeah, it's not worthy enough for 2. Fireball, it's 5. Direct damage is very limited, so Fireball, good enough. Water Elemental, I want to say this is probably going to be a 3. Elemental Mage might be a thing, but maybe like this card might be good because like it's got primo stats as a 3/6. And it still has this original effect. I like how this card is staying because Water Elemental's always, you know, just been the good card in your cheap Mage decks. But regardless, it's kind of hard to judge if this card is going to be meta or not because you have all this other stuff like Babbling Book coming back. But I'm going to go ahead and just keep it as a 3 because Elemental Mage might make use of this. And also, Water Elementals were insane in Jaina, so always remember that. Alright, this card is not like Greybow, but I really like this thing where legendaries are buffing the rest of your deck to some capacity or your deck in like some way. So 5 mana 5/5, already good stat line. Spell damage +2, pretty good effect. And now it's Death Rattle. The next minion you draw inherits those powers. So somebody brought up the idea of drawing Clown with this card on my last stream, and yeah, this legendary looks exciting. I think Spell Damage Mage will be the way for sure. This card also gets discounted by Primordial Studies or whatever the card is that finds Spell Damage minions. So you can also find this card multiple times. So that is also going to make this good. I think there's just going to be so many different ways to play this in a meta way and in a meme way. So in a flavor, I definitely want to give it a 5, but I think this card's like a 4 or a 5 in standard. In Wild, I don't know how good this is. This looks crazy broken. How does this break Wild, though? Like, you don't have too many ways of Mage playing multiple copies of a card. Like, you could play that 1/4/4, I guess. That's pretty decent. You just can't fodder it, though. Like, the only way that you can fodder it is with that one neutral card that helps you draw the highest card in your deck. And that's why I mentioned Clown, because that actually might be good. But yeah, it's way too slow for a while. That's a good point. But yeah, I think this card's insane. I really like this design as well. It seems very underwhelming in Wild. I think I agree with that. But Standard loves this card. Alright, Ethereal Conjurer coming back is pretty massive. I think this card is just going to see play in a lot of decks. I want to give it a 3, but it's also a 6/4. I just now realized that. It's not a 6/3 anymore. So actually, I want to give it a 4 now because 4 is significantly better than 3 for 5 mana. Like, it's not so much of a drawback, and you get to discover a card from it. Yeah, this is a really decent card. This is probably going to be a 2 of if Mage can really afford to be greedy with discovering spells. I don't know how good it is in Wild, though, this being a 6/4. But it's definitely really good in Standard. You know, that's actually a good point. And once you play because of Wand Thief, what if like what if just finding as many cards as possible is good? Like, not necessarily saying that created by meta is gonna be like meta or anything like that, but what if like finding as many resources is good? You have this, you have Babbling Book. Babbling Book is also in this. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna put this down back to like a 3. Maybe like a 3 or a 2 is probably better for this. Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot about Wand Thief. But it being a 6/4 though, it's not so much of a drawback. It doesn't die to half the removal spells in the game. It's crazy toned down. It's crazy how toned down standard is to wild. I mean, that's because there's not charge anymore. Direct damage is so limited. All right, I'm gonna give this a 2.5. I went from 4 to 2.5. That feels very unfair, but yeah, that's a lot of better cards that discover things. Coldarra Drake being a 6/7. Oh my god, this is just the new ogre for Mage. Mage ogre that has better ability. Let's go, man. So, yeah, this is a good card. This is a meme card. This might see some play if it has some kind of support around it. I like it. I'm giving it a 4 because I want this card to be good. Here's another big one. Flamestrike, the classic Flamestrike, is no longer a basic card. It is now an epic, and it now deals 5 damage. Might bring it back. Might bring it back. I don't know, man. It will never be as good as Ogre. It's a dragon, though, Keck W. Also, yeah, this is an epic. I don't know why they did this. It's probably for Arena or something. This card being a basic card is ridiculous in Arena. But I wonder how this is going to affect Mage. Oh, wait a minute. No. But it's core, so you don't have to worry about grinding wins or anything because you automatically get it. Regardless, I think this is going to be decent, but I don't know how good this makes it. This card, Bueno. I mean, 5 damage is exciting, but it doesn't change how slow it is. And right now, Mage... Okay, Mage doesn't have Arcane Explosion, so maybe this might make a difference, because his AoE has been massively toned down. You want to give it a 4? I want to give it a 3. I want to give it a 3. I'm not that hopeful for it. It's a Zeph buff. That's actually a good point. This does buff Zeph in Wild, so that's kind of funny. But still, I don't know, man. I'm not that hopeful. But it is very valid to point out that Mage doesn't have a lot of AoE right now.